If you play gacha games, you'll know that they're known for having incredible characters, music, art styles, and above all, stories. Over the years, many quests have been in the running for the best of all time, but they've all been decrowned by this girly. But what sets one quest or story above another? Why is every title on YouTube, "This quest broke me"? And why is this the greatest quest in gacha game history? Well, to answer the question, we first need to know what makes a quest good. In my opinion, it comes down to a couple things. Part 1, the story itself. I mean, it makes sense that a story has to be good, right? So how they play with themes, motifs and the like. And what about lore, world building, and the way it fits into the world that the quest takes place in? Honestly, it's not uncommon that this is done pretty well in a quest. Think about Genshin's Fontaine Quest 5, where every previous quest had motifs and hints about Farina not being the Hydro Archon, all culminating in an incredibly emotional moment for many of us. Or think about Honkai Star Rail's Penacony questline, the recurring red text with Acheron, the script spelling Firefly's multiple deaths, and the themes with the bird and the cage linking to the aeons in the game. But that all being said, 3.1 doesn't fall behind in any way in this category. The story is incredibly well written and set up. The fact we got to see this cutscene at the beginning and end, symbolizing the time loop. The second time, of course, with the context that she's sacrificing herself, which made all of us cry.
That was when she moved us.
The themes in the story about parental love and child psychology are very deep, and it's a daring move by Kuro Games, since most characters obviously end up as another love interest to the MC's never-ending harem. But honestly, we've seen Kuro pull a similar move before with Forlova's quest, where she stays an enemy, and I can only applaud them for it. Part 2. The quality of the assets. So how good is the art, music, cutscenes, etc. Personally, I just have to bring up the game Reverse 1999 in this equation. They have some of the best music in the world, in my opinion. Not to mention the super pretty art style and cutscenes. As someone in the comments already said, I'm afraid the result is peak. But other games certainly don't fall behind in this category either. In terms of music, you can easily think of White Knight from Star Rail, the many themes from Genshin Impact, and songs like Come Alive from ZZZ. Not to mention some of the epic cutscenes in these games. And their drawn art certainly isn't lagging behind either. Now, Wuthering Waves 3.1 also had some amazing songs, like during the bike ride, when we see her boob us once again, and especially this one. And I specifically want to bring up this little bar with the lyrics appearing. It makes the whole experience so much more cinematic and memorable. The art in the cutscenes is also incredibly beautiful and varied in style. It's these things that made those moments hit just that much harder. Part 3. The storytelling. When I talk about storytelling, I mostly mean how do they actually present the story? Like, is it one big dialogue where they stand still the entire time? Or does it have actual movement and expressiveness? And for this one, I'm not even gonna try and give an example because Wuthering Waves is just ahead of the competition in this department. Even back in patch 1.0, the characters move around a lot in normal dialogue.
I want to say one thing. The normal scenes like this, not cutscenes, but the normal talking scenes, the characters are so expressive and like actually walk around and like get close and move away.
And nowadays they have incredible expressiveness. But storytelling is also about the use of flashbacks or telling things from multiple perspectives. Something that, honestly, gets nailed most of the time by the WoW writers. I absolutely love it when they incorporate perspective shifts. Scenes like this in 2.6, where Choyuan interacts with Cantarella right after the fight with Calbrenna, the MC isn't even there anymore, which makes it feel like the whole world actually continues without the main character. It makes the world come to life. In 3.1, it's done masterfully. The story is presented through different perspectives using art, cutscenes, performances, mental mindscapes, and whole ass anime episodes. It's what makes the story actually stick with you. Now, these three categories are the main things denoting the quality of a quest. But there's another important factor that I want to talk about a little later. The Wuthering Waves 3.1 quest is incredible, but scoring high in these categories alone isn't enough to make it the best of all time. And there have been many quests that were insanely well put together, even within Wuthering Waves, but none were quite the best. Let's take a step back and look to the past 6 years, in which the online Gacha RPG space has begun to grow so much. And we'll see just how much has happened. Incredible highs and lows have been the vivid stains on its history and reputation. And over the past almost 3 years, Wuthering Waves, and by extension Kuro Games, has also had many controversies and dramas. From very small ones like Chisa saying senpai,
Thank you, senpai.
to larger ones like the anniversary rewards, not living up to the expectations, with it even reaching Kuro Games themselves and resulting in us receiving extra rewards from them. Unfortunately, some issues still haven't been solved, such as bugs on release of patches, and personally, the biggest issue, Kuro not using the skins that they already designed? Come on, let me give you money. That aside, there is still always a certain amount of hype around games like this, and WUA is no exception. But with hype comes expectations, and with all eyes on Kuro Games as they approach their 2nd anniversary and new region Lahairoi, can they perform in the face of potential criticism? Well, they can. And not only that, they find their hidden superpower, passion. And with it, they find that last factor, when something is just right. Because that's what really sets apart Wuthering Waves, and especially this quest, from all the others. The quality and structure are just so perfect that they leave us speechless. That's the feeling. That's how everyone knows Kuro has created a masterpiece. And as Marco puts it,
Stupid gacha game.
She said the thing. She said the thing. I'm sorry. She said the freaking thing.
I'm so glad this quest has a happy ending. Happy ending my butt.
Truly, I mean, what a delight.
I'm usually in shambles. I think the last time I cried this much was in Fontaine Archon quest.
Kuro Games knows to keep using their superpower, and their image has shifted to a company that listens to the player base and keeps improving. The hype for the next patches has gone up, and at this point, I think you can see why this is the best of all time in my opinion. Now, the quest has come to an end, but the story hasn't. We still see Imeth. We still see her linger. We see her suffer in the darkness. What's behind the Strider Gate? No one knows, but like I said, the story isn't over just yet.